Hello and welcome to the Mental Health Happy Hour. My name is Camara and I am the digital media producer here at The Mighty. And this is my co-host today, the wonderful Josh. Josh, you want to give a quick intro about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Josh. I'm a media manager, media coordinator here at The Mighty. I help, show off all these beautiful, stories and podcast opportunities and all these wonderful things. So that's what I do.
Yes, you are a wonderful powerhouse, a wonderful part of our community here at The Mighty, and just really excited to have you here hosting with me. Like we're getting the Mental Health Happy half an hour back on track. And yeah, usually if you guys are returning, you know that I host these once in a while with my podcast co-host of Mentality, the wonderful Light. And Light has gotten a new job, which is amazing and very exciting for him. I'm just want to wish him the best. He's doing really well. He just doesn't have time now at the time to go live anymore. He's going to be in the office in Washington. So we just want to send him the best. But yeah, we want to continue being here for you. And I see, hello guys. Hello. Zanesh. Oh wait, was Zenshan. I love your name. My words, pronounce it correctly for me because my dyslexia is not going to help me with that. All right. But if you know the drill, if you are here with us today, when we do the Mental Health Happy half an hour, we like to kind of know your mental health wins of the day. We want to know what's going on with you, where you're from. Tell us what your mental health win is. Tell us what's going on. If you're feeling a little bit of a low vibe, that's okay. Your mental health win could be that you're here. Your mental health win could be that you took a nap today. It can be a big thing too, whichever you want it to be. Hello, Tina. It's so good to see you. The wonderful Tina from Ontario. Thank you for joining us again. And happy to have you here. So without further ado, we'll start sharing our mental health wins of the week. And Josh, I'm going to throw it over to you to share what your mental health win is of this week.
So for this week, my mental health win has to be just not letting my work anxiety really affect the rest of my day. It's been busy, but that it helps, give me some structure in the day. I got something to look forward to, and oh man, we got this to do, we got that to do. But when the laptop closes, just letting that be the end of the day, right? Mm-hmm. I think that's really my biggest win here. It's just being able to be like, okay, you're gone, goodbye, go away.
That's great. I think that it's really important to be able to have those boundaries and to kind of set these things in your mind, and just very important. So I'm really glad that you're able to kind of decompress and show where those are. Yeah.
Exactly. So. Boundaries are very important.
Exactly. My mental health win of the week is that the ADHD podcast came out. Woohoo! That's not a mental. It's a mental health win that it's off my shoulders. We rushed that very, very much. So I'm just really, really happy to have that out. And of course, shameless plug. If you want to listen to the Mighty podcast, if you want to go check out our latest episode on ADHD, I'm on it. I talk about ADHD. Ashley talks about ADHD. Monique from the Mighty talks about ADHD. Ashley's partner, Connor. We all talk about ADHD and our experiences with it, and have tangents, and it's a lot of fun and a lot of ADHD. So I highly recommend. I'll put that in the chat if you want to hear more about that. We'll be having another Facebook Live that's actually about the podcast later next week, but that's my mental health one. It's off my shoulders. Well, the edit is, and can focus on other episodes and know that this one is finally out in the world. So happy to have that.
That's awesome. I love it. Could I get a sneak preview? What do y'all talk about in there, specifically?
Each of us kind of talk about our diagnosis journeys. 2 of us were in childhood, 2 of us were in adulthood. So it's kind of the different perspectives, the different comorbidities that each of us have. Because some of us have different things that also go along with our ADHD. It's really cool. I highly recommend people to listen to it. But I'm very happy to just feel like like, I think both of us, like, we're working kind of similar spaces, and even within the podcast, not this one, but like another one where we've had to like put up boundaries and kind of know when to like check out, and know when we do like complete things, it feels really good to kind of get certain things off your shoulders. So that's a good one.
No, I totally agree with that. Just being able to see a project completed and be like, okay, no matter what the opinions are, it's out there, it's done, and my part is complete. That's a huge weight, and I love that.
Exactly. I want to take a look in our comments to see. I see that a lot of people have been kind of commenting in, going forth. I see that we have Trey. Trey, thank you for joining us, Trey. And hello from Australia, Rachel. Oh, my word, it's a down week. So maybe like a slow week or is kind of a low week. Well, I appreciate that you are here and sharing that with us. And maybe if you want to share a little bit more about the week, or think something that maybe you can do for yourself that you're looking forward to, whether it's having your favorite like tea would be for me, or having your like a favorite meal, or maybe taking a rest to just enjoy the down, kind of like being like figure out what's best for you. But thank you for being here during the week. We appreciate that.
Wow.
From Massachusetts. Oh, hello. Hello, Rana. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. Let me know what your mental health win is of the week. And Upper Michigan. I wanted to say Massachusetts again. Upper Michigan, Tonya. Tonya. How are you doing today? Is it Tonya or Tanya? Everyone has different pronunciations of their names. Let me know. Correct me, because I will be wrong. Hello from Pennsylvania. Good old Pennsylvania. We have a lot of mighty members from Pennsylvania. Happy to have you here. And Stefan, mental health is mighty. Yes, men's mental health is very mighty. Yes, that is very much so. We're also planning on doing, once we get more time, a podcast episode on men's mental health. So you should look out for that. But yes, Stefan, men's mental health is a very mighty thing and very cool to talk about, to work on, and to be healthy in. So yeah. Speaking to the choir here.
Honestly, it's beautiful.
And Lisa.
I'm seeing a mental health win right here from Michelle.
Ooh, let's go to Michelle.
Go ahead.
My mental health win is a Disability Art Supply Fund award.
Awesome. We love to see it.
I love that. I think that that's so amazing that you were able to win that, and like that you were able to like be getting that. I think Michelle's a teacher and a writer and just very talented overall. So that you're winning that, I think maybe even in your class, or if you were just winning that in general, that's so cool. So congratulations, Michelle. And I just want to say, Lisa, check out the ADHD podcast. Hello with ADHD, with Hyper ADHD. Fantastic. We love to see it. Love to see it.
That's amazing.
Roxanne. Hello from the Philippines. Hello. The Philippines. Hi. Mental health is wealth. Yes. Yeah. That really is. You can be the richest person in the world, and if you don't have mental health, you're in check. You don't have your wealth, really. So
you can't enjoy it.
No, not really. So, but yeah, that is the wealth that we need in the world. Trinidad and Tobago. Oh my goodness. That's like, I really want to go to Trinidad and Tobago. It's like the one tropical kind of islandy place I want to go for Carnival. Oh my goodness. Sanita? Is it Sanita? I would love to know. Let us know. Like, thank you so much for joining, and let us know what your mental health win is of the week. Like, so happy to have you here. Oh my word. We have a lot of people that are like saying hello. I'm starting to seem like, oh yes, getting through. This is going to be a fun thing. Yes. And if you're just joining us, this is the Mental Health Happy Half an Hour. And we are just sharing mental health wins of the week. We'll get through as many as we can. Please feel free to share in the comments and let us know if we skip you. It's not like there are obviously some comments coming in, and we just want to make sure that we're getting to people. I do see one I want to kind of bring to attention is that Dolores was saying that you have been feeling suicidal since the couple weeks, and have been. I think there's another message maybe a little bit further down, but my guess is that you've just been going through a rough time recently. and just want to like send you like a consensual virtual hug that is valid and just really rough. And we're here for you. And thank you so much for sharing that. Josh, if you have anything you want to add, go free to.
Yeah, you know, suicidal ideation is a tough, you know, season to go through. And, you know, thank you so much for sharing that, for giving, you know, us the ability to just say, hey, we're here for you. And we have the whole mighty community. Just want to give you a big old hug, no matter what you're going through. You know, it's rough. It's rough, but thank you for sharing.
That you're here shows that you are like wanting to talk about it and wanting to share. Like that's a really great step, that you are willing to share how you've been feeling, and kind of like that's the step to getting better, is to share. So I also want to share this. This is like the whenever we talk about suicide, we'd really love to bring up the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, that 1-800-273-28255, or to text HOME to 741-741. It can always be a struggle, and having suicidal ideation is very normal for a lot of the population. You always need to know you're not alone, and that there are people out there that you can talk to. And I will also put that in the chat. Josh, are there any comments that you're seeing specifically that you would like to bring to the forefront?
I'm loving this one from Ben Paver.
Let's find Ben.
It's right.
Ben Paver. There we go.
Wow.
Hello from San Francisco on a healing adventure. Howdy.
Howdy,
Buckaroo. Hello.
Howdy from Texas. How's it going? I hope you're loving San Francisco, and I hope this healing adventure goes great for you.
That's fantastic. Oh my word. I love like you're on a healing adventure. I'm like, I want to go on a healing adventure. That's wonderful. And in San Francisco, I'm from the Bay Area originally. Like, I hope you are enjoying the weather. I feel like the Bay has some of the best weather in California and America. So I hope you enjoy. Oh, you're from San Francisco, but I mean, I hope you obviously know and are enjoying it. So,
amazing.
Oh my word, that is a lovely thing. Hello from Maryland. Hello from Georgia. Oh goodness, so many wonderful faces and returning ones too. I'm gonna pull down the hotlines and see what other people we have.
Quite a few people.
Quite a few. I see we have we have a question. First off, I want to say before, like, as I bring up this question, both Josh and I are employees here at the Mighty. We are not licensed professionals or therapists. We are mental health advocates. So know that it's also good to talk to your therapist and a licensed professional for serious questions, and the suicide hotlines if you need crisis help. But we are happy to lend our own advocate personal experiences to your questions if you have them. So Joanna is asking, how do you deal with embarrassment from past mental health struggles? Oh,
this is a hard one.
That's a good one, Josh.
Yeah, I'm happy to take this on. One of the biggest things that my wife has told me whenever I feel like embarrassment from something I said, something I felt like, oh man, whatever it is, whether it's I've been in bed all day, or I, was so stressed out about a situation, I said something I really regret, is that being able to cringe at that is showing that you've gotten better, right? That, oh, wow, I regret doing that. Don't want to do that again. And that's just a great feeling of being able to say, hey, I'm kind of healing. I'm getting past that moment. Everyone has a moment they wish they didn't do something, and being able to recognize, I really wish I could have handled this better. It just shows that you're on that path of like healing from it and growing from that moment.
Yeah. And I think it's also like, I know that rumination can be like a struggle, where it's like kind of the repetitive thought of remembering. And it's good to be self-aware and understand like that's good to kind of know that I'm in this point of like, I can change, and there's things that I want to like, that I feel that cringe about. That's good. But also to know that if it's like that you are concerned that other people are really like thinking about what you did, or if you're concerned like that's like what is holding you back, like, know that it's always going to be your mind that focuses in on whatever you decide to tell it. Like, anything can happen, and that thing is not what holds you back, is not the thing that's going to like, it's just going to get better in a little bit of ways. Like, I had a cringy experience recently where like I saw someone who recently like kind of triggered me a little bit, and I had to kind of reflect a little bit and see what that was making me feel and how to not have a panic attack. And like surviving that and then journaling about it, I'm like, this is a really funny story. How can I like learn from this? How can I just like move forward and know that there is going to be that rumination in my mind that's going to remind me about it, but not to but to kind of work on, I know it will get there, but once in a while to like, how can I laugh at this? And how can I just know that, yeah, next time there will be a next time. There's always a new day. That's what I like to say is don't live every day like it's your last, live it like it's your first, because fresh starts are fun. So
I love that.
yeah, that's a fun way to be. Oh my word. Virginia, we love Virginia. Virginia comes to our lives in a lot of the events at the Mighty. It's great to see your face in your photo as well, Virginia. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you being here. Oh my word. I'd be interested in doing, let's see. Thank you. Oh, there's so many wonderful comments. And yes, and like interest in the podcast too. Like I love how there's so many interest in the podcast space. But yeah, please feel free to check out the Mighty Podcast, where our staff has conversations about different mental health topics. It's quite a fun time. Let's see. Josh, is there any comment specifically that you would like to pick from?
I'm seeing this one from Roxanne Alo. Not sure if we. What do you think?
I'm scrolling. There's like some my mind is like, where? Oh, there she is. I see. Okay. Oh, is it the how can you say there are people? Okay, Roxanne. All right. If you want to take this one, Josh.
How can you say that there are people that can be there for you? Truly, I feel so alone and depression is killing me. First and foremost, thank you so much for your comment and just, letting us know that, hey, I'm really, really feeling it right now with depression. As someone who has major depressive disorder, I truly can empathize with that thought of how do I know that these people are really going to be here for me? How do I know that, I'm not going to scare them away or that, they really care at the end of the day? And one of the things I would like to say to that is that sometimes it's hard to remember that your loved ones are there for you, right? Especially when your mind just keeps fighting you and keeps telling you, yeah, no. But always remember that there were those memories, there were those moments that they were there for you, right? That they did help you out, that they did, check in on you, right? Whether that's a text or just knocking on the door and saying, hey, bud, how you doing, right? Or if it's just a friend, a family member texting you and being like, hey, I know you've been withdrawn lately. I would love to, have you come out with me. So just remember those small little moments of where they showed you that they cared, and remember that those didn't go away, right? And that, so I know it's hard from personal experience, but it's, so that's my advice I would give.
Yeah, I think that I completely agree with you, Josh. I think it's really important to remember the little moments of when things have been good. I know that it's very easy in your mind to try and find the here's the reasons why they don't care. Here's the reasons why they're not there, or why I feel so alone. And it's easy to get stuck on that. And I think it's really important to kind of ask your mind to be look for the good. How can I know that they are there for me? And sometimes they're toxic people. If you have the wrong people in your life, and they have been there for you, but there's been more where they've made you feel alone, or they've made you feel not in yourself. A good thing is to wonder, people get so worried about do people like me? Do you like them? Do you like the people who are in your life? Think besides, pretend nothing, don't care about anything else of yeah, they like you. They say they like you. Don't worry about anything else. Do you like them? Do you like the people who are in your life? Because there are a billion people, so many people in this world. Yes, it is hard to make new friends at any age. I know that. However, it is okay to look to make sure to value the friendships you do have in your life, but assess how they're making you feel, and know that at the end of the day that you like yourself is such an important thing, and to building new and keeping up old relationships, checking in on other people. Maybe there's a friend that you're wondering, maybe check in on them and see how they're doing. Maybe they're feeling the same way you are. So that would be my advice.
That's very good. I really like that. Do I like them?
Yeah, it's do I like them? Like, I'm working so hard to impress these people. Do I even like besides just as a surface level, do I like them? Do they make me feel good? Do I like them? Like, you gotta ask yourself that.
I love that.
Oh my word. So many. Yes, have faith is good. Healing, adventure. Everyone's going on a healing adventure, apparently. Yeah. Where is the mighty located? Everywhere. We are everywhere, Sherry. We are everywhere. Wherever you have your phone, the mighty app is there. You can download it. We're everywhere. You see there's people in Australia. There's people in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm in California. Josh is in Texas. We're everywhere.
Wherever there's a Wi-Fi signal.
Wherever you are, Sherry, we are there.
I love that. It's like a superhero spotlight. Where's
the mighty? It's
wherever there's a Wi-Fi signal. Wherever there's someone going through a really not swell day and need to just complain.
We're there to let them be heard and to be there. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I see there's a lot of depression I see going on right now, and I want to validate, like, I feel you so hard, everyone. Like Tasha is saying, I feel I shouldn't be feeling this low when things are going good. Oh my word. Like, I know this feeling. I feel alone, and depression, I'm guessing depression is like affecting you. Oh, the feeling low when things are still like decently good. Like, it's that guilt of like, but things are kind of good in my life. Why am I feeling low? I shouldn't, like, it makes you feel even lower because you're like, I shouldn't be feeling sad because my life's pretty decent. Like,
yeah.
Like, yeah.
This is a very familiar, like, when I moved into my apartment, right? And like, I had all my friends together, I had my family together, and it was just like, things are going good. And then, when's the shoe gonna drop? Right?
Oh yeah, the shoe. Oh,
yeah,
the shoe.
When it's going too good, like, or like when I wake up and just, I want to sleep. I don't want to get up. But look at all the nice things. Depression doesn't care. Depression doesn't care if it's a good time, if it's a bad time to knock on your door and sit on your chest all day. It's a very needy cat. Yes,
it's like things are good, things are bad. I am still there.
So I'm so sorry you're going through this, but I've felt this before, and it's rough, bud. But what's the, like, how do you get past that in your mindset, you know? And it's just a reminder that depression doesn't care if it's good, right? It doesn't, mind if everything's in order, your affairs are all together, you don't got to worry about anything. It'll creep up on you. And I don't want to say things like you shouldn't let that affect you, right? Because it will. But what do you think?
I think with this, like, I've been dealing with this a lot recently too, where it's more like a lot of people in my life will be like, oh, things are going really well for you, aren't they? I'm like, I guess so, but I'm also been feeling like not great recently. Like, I mean, in some ways where I'll be like, things are going decently well, but I feel this guilt about like not feeling good, or feeling like maybe depression is kind of creeping in again. When that kind of happens for me, I have a therapist that I've started to see, so it's kind of talking out what may be underlying, if there is anything besides just, it could just be depression, it could just be my mood in the day. But it's important to kind of journal out and see, like, okay, well, that's okay. It's okay to be in a good place in life and feel sad. I think the first thing is, like, you say, Tasha, you shouldn't be feeling this low. Like, I think you need to let yourself be okay to feel low when you're in a good place. Like, it's okay to have things together in your life and not feel great all the time. And let depression is still going to be there. But I think kind of first letting that happen, and then basically seeing, okay, well, what is something that I enjoy that's kind of outside of the good, maybe the good that's happening in my life? Like, should I journal about this? Should I go for a walk? Should I listen to my favorite podcast or song, or maybe just take a nap, or maybe make myself a good meal, or talk to a friend who I haven't seen, ask them if they're going through this too, or ask them how they're doing. I think, like, it's checking in with yourself and checking in with others is really vital, especially when things are going good and also bad. Like, it's okay. I think the first thing I just want to say is that that's so normal, and it's okay. Like, let yourself kind of feel that a little bit. So Yeah. Oh my word. But just so many. Yeah, thank you so much, Tasha, for your question. And so many wonderful people. Hello, Tammy. Severe PTSD and anxiety and panic. Oh, we love it all. Got my service dog 3 weeks ago. Congratulations. Life is so much better. Love y'all. We love you. Thank you, Tammy. Oh, that's a great mental health win, getting your service dog. Oh,
that's so good. Need to see that dog now.
yes, we need to see the dog. Oh, show us the dog. We want to learn more.
Tammy.
What kind of a dog? Oh, I love a dog. I love a dog.
Dogs. I love dogs with jobs. Peak.
So we love a dog with a job. Oh my word. Oh, I wanted to say again, so Sunita, thank you for your welcome. The mental health win of the week is that my 16-year-old daughter who has MDD and anxiety, she completed her school assignments for September. Yay!
Yes. We love to see it.
Love to see it.
And good on you for supporting your daughter through that. It's so cool that that's the mental health win for you. It's that your daughter was able to do that, and she's gonna need all the love and support she can get, and it's so cool that you're shouting out to the mighty community about that.
Yeah, I mean, being a mom, especially a mom to a 16-year-old, I can imagine. I've been a daughter who's been 16 at one point and with anxiety, and that was not fun. So, and getting through my school assignments was hard. So that you are there for her and helping her get through that, or just being there for her, and that she's able to accomplish things while going through this, that's awesome. That's a great win. That's fantastic. And thank you for sharing that. We love it. We love it. So many wonderful little things. Oh my word, so many comments. Thank you again, everyone. If you are just joining us, this is the Mental Health Happy Hour, where we kind of talk about our mental health wins and everything. We sometimes talk about good news, but you all have such good news that we kind of want to go through your news before we get to any of our fun news that we have. I think you more would care about your news. I love to see it, and we haven't been live in a while, so I want to give back to the community a little bit. Oh goodness, is there any specific one that you see, Josh? I'm looking through a few as well.
Well, there's so many good responses to some of these that I'm loving.
I love the comments that support each other. It's really great. Ooh, oh wait, I like this one. Janno wants to ask, how do you guys deal with your self-sabotaging moments? Oh, too real a question. I feel targeted.
Thanks for calling me out, Janno. Love to see it. I guess for me, it's the first thing is the embarrassment. That was too much. But also, and the thing that you really need is empathy for yourself, right? It doesn't matter if this was something that happened with your friends, family, coworkers that were involved, or just something you alone, by yourself. Just being able to forgive yourself is so very important, right? When it comes to self-sabotage, because it's there's a reason you did it. And when you really get to the core of the reason of why, what you did, whatever that is, and you say, this is still valid, right? My feelings in that moment, still valid, right? How I handled it, that could use some work, right? And this is easier to say than do. So it's a lot easier to just be like, oh man, forgive yourself. It's okay. No one cares. Easier said than done. So that's my advice.
I think it's acknowledging, being aware of oh, why am I I feel like a lot of self-sabotaging comes from things are going good and you're anxious about it, or you can be for me anyway, it can be I don't deserve this, or I'm confused, or I need to just I need something to let go so that I know what's going on here. And I think if anything, it's just to be aware when you do it, when you are aware of it, and and to start talking to someone about it. Like, why, what is making you feel like maybe there's a lot of like self-worth stuff that comes from that, usually, of like that you're afraid, or it could be like from a avoidant or anxious avoidant attachment style. Gotta love the attachment styles. So kind of look into that, look into what it is that you're like, if you think you're self-sabotaging in life, whether that's work, personal relationships, or just self stuff, like maybe kind of be present with yourself, acknowledge like it's okay, but what is it that you're afraid of that's kind of making you put up the roadblock? That would be my advice. Just kind of, still self-analysis, and give yourself a little pat on the back that, maybe you need to take a step. Like if you're going so high and you feel the need to stop, maybe you need to just take a second and take a breath and like, what's going on here? What's going on here?
Yeah.
So
I'm loving the responses here.
Yes.
Can we bring up Sherry's?
Yes. Which one of, I feel like Sherry commented a lot. Can you tell me which one of Sherry's?
It's one of the new comments. I usually end up dealing with them. Yeah. I usually end up dealing with them after I've self-sabotaged something I've done, to be honest. I usually pretty annoyed after. One of the things I saw from here is like honesty, right? Not just with yourself, with the people around you. Just be like, hey, that wasn't cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for just being there for that. And, I understand, I understand where I went wrong here, right? But just know, like, still love you, still love myself, still need some help processing, whether that means going to your therapist, going to your best friend and just kind of venting and being like, I can't believe, God bless it. Like, but that honesty, that's super important. Gotta say that's important.
Yeah, gotta be honest with yourself first and foremost. So I love this, Sherry. I think that's a great point to add on to that. Oh, goodness. And then we have Missy. Hello from Cummings, Georgia. Anxiety and panic attacks on the regular. I can relate. Good news is I found a great doctor. Oh, woohoo! That is helping me with meds. Great to get under control. Oh, my word. That's amazing.
We love finding the right medication balance. Yay.
Yay. Finding a good doctor who can actually listen to you and find like the right treatment plan to start on, like it's so important. Like it's hard finding a therapist, finding a doctor, decisions about meds and such, like that's hard. And that you're on that path and that you're taking care of that and you're on that journey and that you've found someone, like that's just a really great win, Missy. I really love that. That makes me excited. So
we love to see it.
I love that. I love all the supportive comments in the comments of everyone else. Like, this is so nice. Oh, Jessica, thank you. Nita, that's so nice. Oh, so many wonderful things. And people saying hello to people in the comments. We have such a great people here. So I just want to say again, if you're joining us, this is the Mental Health Happy Hour. We're Mental Health Happy Hour. I don't know, that's hard to say. But we are talking about mental health wins, mental health questions. Apparently now us advocates are telling you about our personal embarrassing stories of how we deal with our self-sabotage. So feelings of aloneness and feeling good and sad, it's all rad. We enjoy it all. So let us know in the comments your things. Yeah.
I'm seeing this one from Jay Salerno.
Mm-hmm. Is it the second new one?
Yeah. Is it just me?
Yes. Ooh.
Is it just me? It feels like the world is flying by while I'm slowly trying to catch up.
Oh!
Not just you.
It's
not just you.
It's so true.
It's not just you. One of the biggest things my wife tells me whenever I feel this way is life is not a race, right? And I hope to give you that today. Life is not a race. There is no end goal here, right? There is just your progress, right? And whatever, like, your progress that you're making today, whether that's just getting up out of bed or maybe TMI, brushing your teeth in the morning, right? Whatever that big thing, whatever your hurdle is, right? Just celebrate that for yourself, right? It will drive you wild if every time you look out the window and you're like, oh man, my best friend's doing this, my family's doing this, my brother's doing this, and where am I? I'm just here. Yeah, you're just here. Congratulations.
You're here. You're here to be here. Oh my word. Yeah, this past, like, especially, I mean, obviously, I still kind of felt this before the pandemic, but I think with the pandemic, it's added this whole, like, freeze situation where you can see some people moving faster and some people aren't. And then you see yourself, it's like, why does it feel like the world is, like, going so fast and I can't even seem to catch up or even get my thoughts together and figure out what it is that I want to do or that I'm doing or what, like, how come I can't seem to get everything I used to be able to do done or even get the things that I need to do done? Like, why is everything going so fast? I would do anything for a pause day, or it could just be a day where I sleep and do nothing but won't, like, have time pass. I'm like, can we just have a day where no time passes for just a second? I need to breathe and do nothing and not feel like I'm wasting my time. Like, oh, so relatable.
That's super, super true, right? It feels like, you know, we told ourselves, yeah, the world's on pause. And then you look out and it's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. All this stuff is still progressing. And it's like, you just got to realize you're here to be here, right? You're here to work on, you know, whatever that thing is for you. Celebrate the small things for yourself.
Yeah. So I think that's a great question to ask, because I think I think a lot of people in the comments probably relate to this and probably feel this. Oh my word. Just, oh my God. Yeah, that's just so true. It's so real. Yes, I think the question is yes. We all feel that way.
Feel it.
Yes. Noelle. Ooh. Noelle, is it normal for a doctor to rush your appointment? Talk about meds and that's it. What kind of doctor is this? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I don't know what kind of doctor you're seeing. If a doctor is very busy, maybe, but also, like, it sounds like what you need in a doctor or a therapist, I'm not sure who you're seeing, is someone who can, like, actually sit and take the time. If you're not feeling right about the doctor, you can find another doctor. Like, like if it feels off, if it feels like they have too many people there, like they're not taking the time with you, find another. I know it might take some time. Like, you can keep this doctor for a second if the meds are good or if if things are okay, but maybe either have that conversation with your doctor or find another doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. Always feel free. One of the best piece of advice I was ever given with, like, my mental health journey was always feel free to break up with your doctor, right? You can, as hard as it may be, break up with your therapist. If they're not doing the thing that's working for you, break up with your doctor, right? If they're not giving you the quality of life that you need, right? This is your life, right? They're here to help you. So if they're not helping you, ciao. Thank you so much for your time. You know, this medication has been working for me, but you aren't, right? Oh, before you do that, document everything, right? It's so cool to have like an overview of, you know, this is what we've already talked about if you decide it's time for a new person. Always good to have an overview.
Very important. I think that's great. I think that's a lot of good points to add. And yeah, just know that you can break up. You can move on and find someone else or have a conversation. Like, you can give your doctor one more chance if you want. Like, you don't have to just be like cut dry, but have a conversation. If you really like this doctor or something, but if this is like a new doctor or someone who you're just like at this point of like, bye-bye, maybe it's time to say goodbye. Oh my word. We have a lot of so yeah, we're gonna go probably more through the newer comments as we're gonna probably wrap up in about probably 10 minutes. But I just want to make sure, like, yeah, we're gonna probably go through more of the newer comments. But thank you again for everyone who's been joining and such. We'll still take a few more of your comments and your mental health wins. We just want to like say hello again. Like, we'll be doing a few more of these once in a while, probably once a month, maybe bi-weekly. We'll see if bi-weekly happens. Month to month for now. So enjoy this while it is. But this is the Mental Health Happy Hour, where we share in the mental health wins and questions of the world and be advocates for each other and support each other in the comments. And I love that. So... yes.
But this is a place for wins, right, guys?
Yes,
so if you have any wins, feel free to share, right?
Mm-hmm. yes, share your wins. And I do love that people think that we can, as advocates, can answer some questions. Like, that's so nice. Like, I don't think we've ever had a live where there's been this many questions. Where I'm like,
so many good questions.
Josh, they just think that you are the question master. They think that you have the answers.
I am just as like a mess as anyone else asking a question. I also have so many questions when it comes to anxiety, when it comes to depression, when it comes to but if anything I say helps, thank you so much. Right? I'm more than happy. But
and don't take our word as law. Our word is an option. It is something. Talk to your therapist too. I do see another med question I think is actually really important to answer. But Kira is saying, how do you push through the first week of a new med? I am miserable and need relief, but from previous experience, I know a med can take a while to work. I'm so tired of just being tired from them and, just want to give up.
Yeah.
Relatable.
Relatable. The first thing I would say is have that conversation with, the person prescribing you your medication, right? One thing that I found works is journal your symptoms, right? And how they're making you feel, right? Even if it's just a smiley face on this day, a frowny face on this day, just because if you have that conversation with the person prescribing, you might find out that's not the right reaction that you're supposed to be having. We need to do some tinkering here. And one of the things, as someone with major depressive disorder, that is so important, right, is that when you start feeling good, stay on your meds. When you start feeling like you do not need them anymore, that means they're working. Stay on your meds. And it's so, I had my mom tell me that. I've had my wife tell me that. It takes a long time, no matter what condition you are talking about. But my biggest piece of advice, document how you're feeling and, know that it's a journey.
Yep. Very much so. I think, documenting how you're feeling with the meds and starting a new med, that can be like, it does take, from a lot of meds, sometimes they take more time to set in and work. And I think you've been through different meds before, Kira, it sounds like, so that journey. But like Josh said, I think it's really important to figure out, at least if there's a symptom that you're not liking of why am I feeling this way, writing that down and seeing if that persists or continues, then you definitely bring that up to your psychiatrist or doctor who's prescribing that and tell them hey, am I supposed to be feeling like this? When is the turnover? But whatever you can do in this time though, to at least find a way to bring yourself some joy, taking naps, being kind to yourself, that it's not going to maybe work this week, but maybe in a week or two it might. And if it doesn't, then we try a new med or a new dose, or we try something else, because it doesn't your well-being is the most important thing. So yes.
Yeah. It's difficult. Thank you everyone for giving support to Kara here. I'm seeing something hey, me too's. So
God, our community is great. The Mighty community is a wonderful community. You all are just so supportive of each other. And I love, if we miss a question, you get to it. You are all there with each other. And I love it. And I just enjoy it. But yes, thank you all who have joined us. And thank you all who have to leave right now. We'll be wrapping up in probably 5 minutes. But I do want to get to a few more before we head off for today. And just, thank you again for joining us. If you have any mental health wins that you want us to shout out or say to the masses here at the Mighty, share them in the comments. And oh wow, you have. Okay, I see as I scroll down. There are more. There are a lot more. We'll see what we get through. This is fun. Goodness.
I'm seeing them roll in, and it's just y'all. The conversation, y'all get so far ahead of us. It's amazing.
You see, we answer questions that were from 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago. So just know, that's usually if we get to, it's just wait. When you wait that 10 minutes, see if we get there. That's how the life works. The lag, the lag of time, space. It's not linear. It doesn't work that way. So.
Yeah. So just think of us as in the past here.
Yeah, we're just chilling. We're chilling in a different dimension probably, or maybe just the same one. We'll see. Time is a weird place. But is there any other specific ones that you're seeing, Josh, or ones that you
I
want to
saw one earlier about someone bought some shoes and
Oh,
it's
wait, I
gone.
think that was Virginia.
Oh, Virginia.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations on the new shoes.
Yes.
It's so good. I love it. Me and my wife's love language for herself, her self-care love language is that, if she's going through like a bad day, if it's just been too much for her, is, what? Time to get some more cosplay gear, right? And it's awesome. So if you found yourself some new shoes, good.
You get some new
Congrats.
shoes on and everything's feeling right. You remember that song? You get some new shoes on and everything's fine and it's so inviting. Yeah, like we love a good pair of new shoes that like are just yours, especially a pair of boots. Like, there's just nothing like a pair of new shoes, putting them on and feeling like I'm in my shoes, my new shoes.
Yeah, whatever that thing is that you get for yourself, shoes, a snack, a nap. Naps are free.
Yeah, whatever you want, whatever it is that you need within reason. Yes.
Buying books that I'm never going to read.
I love it.
Whatever that thing is, right? Gift yourself, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. There's so much support in the comments still. I'm just like loving all of this, like love and support. We just have such a great community here. Oh my word. Is there any ones that, let's see. I was Bonnie. I've seen Bonnie's been here. Actually, I don't think I've seen Bonnie in a while. Bonnie, hey. So Bonnie's definitely a member of the Mighty that we've had once in a while. And I see that you've had like trouble calling over 60 therapists and psychiatrists in the area, and none have they don't take Medicare. Bonnie, I can relate to you. I'm in a very specific way of even with my specific insurance, like that was supposed to, like, I thought give me access to more. It might have not been Medicare, but it was supposed to give me access to more therapists. I thought it was really hard. It took me 6 months to even find someone that I'm seeing now that I've just started seeing, and I don't even know if they're the right. They might be the right person for me, and I'm still getting to know that. Like, it is so hard. It was so hard to find someone who would take my insurance. So I can relate. That is valid and real. It's messed up how long that can take and how frustrating that can be. Just want to validate you there.
I feel that, like, I'm just now starting to utilize my insurance, and that journey of, are you a network? Okay, you're not. What's the copay? All this, it's starting to get to me, and I'm just trying to, like, do some basic stuff. So trying not only that, but trying to find a therapist who, a psychiatrist that works with you and your conditions, that must be a whole nother world. So I can truly sympathize that's a lot.
That's rough. Like, but I know that this sounds sucky to hear, but I mean, even for me, like, every day that it was like, I would take a week off sometimes from looking, which I think you should do once in a while. But I think it is important. Don't give up. Like, maybe if there's a way that you can call Medicare directly or contact them and ask, like, hey, I need to find therapists that are like, my problem was I was being kind of picky and wanting people, not picky, but like, I was like, I like these therapists I'm seeing on Psychology Today, and I'm contacting them because it looks like they're covered by my insurance, but they weren't. It might be good to contact your insurance, like, or Medicare, and ask them if they have a list of providers who are. Contact those ones, see their availability, or get on the waiting list, or see if they know anyone. It's a long journey, and it's hard, and it shouldn't be this hard, and hopefully that'll get easier. But I really hope you don't give up, because you deserve to find someone. So.
You deserve to find that person who'll work for you. I know there's a lot of lovely portals now for, like, therapists who list their insurance, as well as insurance also offers those portals for you to find those people in network. So don't give up hope. Keep looking. I'm so sorry it's taken you so long. Oh
my word. Well, but no, thank you. There's a nationwide shortage of everyone. Like, it's terrible, and we need to, like, actually look at this as a thing to think about. But we are nearing, like, we have we weren't even supposed go this long. Like, this was a time. We can
so
take maybe
sorry.
3 more comments, but after that, we're gonna have to get going pretty soon.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Like, oh, and thank you, Jessica. Thank you for just being
Thank
here.
you.
Oh my word!
I love your hair and
Chris.
your profile picture.
Yes, Jessica's hair is incredible. As a fellow redhead, I approve.
Someone who
I
has
think
attempted dying before.
it's a fun time. Oh my goodness. And Chris, thank you both. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for being here. Like, I appreciate, I'm glad that we've been helpful, and I'm glad that you are here with us today. But yes, I want to say also, we're not licensed professionals, so remember that we don't know the answers to all medication questions or anything. This is our own personal experience. But thank you so much for everyone who's been joining. I'm going to see if I can get like one little, like, if any other mental health win. I don't think we're going to take any other questions today, just because like questions take a little bit longer, but I'm going to like highlight a few mental health wins if I see any. And Josh, if you see any that you think specifically we want to highlight before we head out.
Oh my God. I know we've done Virginia, like, I think like twice.
Virginia's just a boss. She's awesome.
But she posted, I've listened to about 34 audiobooks this year. So far, I'm really enjoying it. Way to go.
Yes. Virginia understood the assignment. Yes. That's amazing.
Oh, you want my mental health wins? Here they are.
34 books. That's incredible. I've only read like 2 this year. So that's amazing that you've like really been able to like focus on that. Like, audiobooks are incredible, and I love that you're enjoying that, and you're like being able to like, I've done 34. I'm like, that's impressive. I wish I had done 34. So I'm glad. That's an awesome mental health win.
Man, I've only got through like maybe 3 or 4. So 34 is just mind blowing. That's awesome.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
I do want Lynn Elliott at the bottom.
Oh, I see. Let's see. Where is, I see thank you for doing this, but where's she? Was that?
Yeah, that was it.
Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. And thank you, Michelle. Oh, my word. Oh, thank you.
Welcome. Y'all are so kind. This is my first time ever doing something like this, and I just love this community. So that's so kind.
It's so nice. We have such a great community here. Oh God, Roxanne, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Charisse. Charisse is one of our regulars too. Thank you everyone for being here, and thank you for being patient with us as we try to get through like, obviously, like, today has been a great day with comments, and just thank you so much for like sharing and just being able to share with us what you're going through and asking us questions. We really appreciate that. So thank you very much. And oh goodness, Trey, that you found a good therapist and that it took 10 years. Like, that's amazing. Like, we just want to clap for that. Has helped make progress. I just want to, like, I think that's a good mental health win. Switch therapists after 10 years with the same one. Harm and found an amazing new one. See, you can break up with your doctor. You can break up with your therapist. It's valid, and it's important to find the right people in your life, whether it's therapists, doctors, friends, partners. Yes. We love it all. It's so many first times here, and thank you. Thank you so much. It's been a blast doing this again. Thank you, Josh, for coming on, and what a wonderful time
I enjoyed it. This is a beautiful community. I'm so happy to be not only employed here, but just to get to see you guys. Like, I love y'all.
We've got a pretty great community here. So thank you all for joining us. We're gonna end the live here. I feel like ended on a high. It feels pretty good to be here. Oh, Lisa, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Maybe next time we'll get to some good news articles, but for now we want to highlight
all the good news
from the community. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time, and until then, there are bunch of other lives. Take a listen if you want to hear more mighty conversations. If I can find the link again, because things like to disappear, you can check out the Mighty podcast that has the new episode on ADHD. Go leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. I don't have that link with me right now, but you can go to Anchor and leave us a review. You can go listen to the episode. Tell us what you want next time. Tell us what you think of the episode. We want to do more, and obviously more on ADHD eventually too. So let us know your thoughts. I'm going to put this link one more time in the chat. So that's what I'll leave you with. ADHD podcast, more mighty promo, but it's a fun time. This is here for you. So enjoy it. We'll see you next time. Stay mighty, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.